let's say you measure out a mass. It's a very small mass, and it measures out to be, it measures out to be 3.6 milligrams. And you all know that the SI unit for mass is kilograms. So how do you go from one unit that has an SI unit in front of it already to another one that has an SI unit in front of it? This is a two-step process. We're not going from grams to kilograms. We have to go from milligrams to kilograms. It's a two-step process because I know that the SI prefix milli is 10 to the negative 3. That allows me to go from milligrams to just grams. And then I can go from grams to kilograms. Again, because milli is 10 to the negative 3 grams, kilo is 10 to the positive 3 grams. So I can go from milligrams to 10 to the negative 3 grams, and then I can go from grams to kilograms. So I'm going to go from milligrams to grams, and then grams to kilograms. Two-step process because I have two SI prefixes. Two-step process because I have two SI prefixes. So write down what you know, 3.6 milligrams times, and a line. I want to go from milligrams to grams. So I know I have 1 milligram, and milli is the SI prefix 10 to the negative 3. Now, I could go ahead and calculate it out right now. So 3.6 milligrams is 3.6 times 10 to the negative 3 grams. But I'm not done. You can just continue this in a line. Don't tell the math folks. Until I'm where I need to be. So now notice I'm in grams. And by the way, you can cancel these because I'm in milligrams. Cancel here with that. Okay. Numerator to denominator, same units cancel out. Milligrams, milligrams. So I'm in grams now. And I don't want to be in grams, I want to be in kilograms. And so I want to go from grams to kilograms. And you know that 1 kilogram is 10 to the 3 grams, right? Because kilo represents 1,000. I don't know if you've noticed this, but every single time I put the number to some power, it's in front of this bare unit, right, with no letter in front of it. So you have 10 to the 3 grams. All right, and notice that the number 1, when it's all on its own, is always in front of the SI prefix letter. Like 1 is in front of the letter M. That 1 is in front of the letter K. You'll notice that whenever I'm converting with SI prefixes, that's always the case. So let me cancel my units because I have grams here and grams there, so those cancel. Now the only thing that's not canceled is kilograms, right? That's the only unit. Whoops, that's the only unit that's not canceled, right? That's canceled with that. Again, that's canceled with that. That's canceled with that. The only thing that's not canceled is kilograms, and that's where I want to be. And so that's how I know I'm done. So this answer is going to be 3.6 times 10 to the negative 3 divided by 10 to the 3. You can do that on the calculator, but you should be able to do that in your head. And that becomes 3.6 times 10 to the negative 6 kilograms. Remember that when you are dividing exponents, you subtract. So that's 3.6 times 10 to the negative 3. And this negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6 because you subtract something in the denominator. And you're done. That's your answer for that one. Next example. Let's say we want to convert 3 days into seconds. Well, that one you can go from, I think what I'm going to do, in fact, is go from days to hours to seconds. So write down what I know. If you happen to know how many seconds are in a day, then you can go directly to seconds. I don't have that one memorized. I can look it up, but I don't have it memorized at the moment. So I know that in one day, there are 24 hours. And then I know that in 1 hour, there are 3,600 seconds. If you ever forget that, it's 60 seconds in 60 minutes, 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 minutes in 1 hour, 60 times 60 is 3,600. So now you can cancel days and hours. And when you do the math, you end up with 3 times 24 times 3,600 equals 259,200 seconds, or 2.592 times 10 to the 5. Either one is fine with me. 2.592 times 10 to the 5 seconds. Okay, last example that I want to go through. Let's say that you're driving at 90 kilometers per hour. If you've ever been to Europe driving, you know they use kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. Well, the SI unit for speed or velocity is meters per second. So we need to turn that into meters per second. Write down what you know. 90 kilometers per hour times and a line. I'm going to go from kilometers to meters. All right, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. All right, kilo is the SI prefix 10 to the 3. So 10 to the 3 meters, 1 kilometer. That allows me to cancel my kilometers. So now I'm in meters over hours. 90 times 10 to the 3, 90,000 meters per hour. That is not a typical unit. So let's keep going so that we can convert into seconds. Now this is a little different because hours are in the denominator. I want seconds in the denominator. Notice I have seconds right here in the denominator, so I want them down below. Okay, so I want seconds to be down here. That means hours go up here. And 1 hour, this is something that if you don't remember, you want to memorize it. 3,600 seconds. Again, it's easy to figure out because it's just 60 times 60. All right. Again, if you forget, it's just 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Of course, there's 60 seconds in a minute times 60 minutes in an hour. All right. And 60 times 60 is 3,600, just in case you forget. Goodbye. So, now, I've got hours way over here in the denominator and hours way over here in the numerator. But they still cancel. That cancels with that. So my only uncanceled units are meters in the numerator, seconds in the denominator. And that works out rather nicely. When you divide or when you multiply 90 times 1,000 divided by 3,600, you get precisely 25 meters per second. And we're done.